Hi everybody, Patty Kowalski. I'm here to do a makeup demonstration. I know I sat there, I was in a daze. I'm actually on my phone at the same time. I'm going to, hey Jess, I'm going to make sure that I post this to my, make sure I'm showing up here. Yes, it is, haha, thank goodness, share. I'm going to share this to my page. No, I don't want to change it to that. I want to change it to, this is so confusing. Sorry guys. I had a paper, my final paper that I had to do for my last course other than my capstone, and I had to get it done. It's due like the 24th or the 26th, and I don't like sitting on things, so I needed to get it done. Let me cancel that. Are you going to share it to my regular page, Ashley? Because that's what it's got to go to, is my Patty Kowalski page. Usually I have no problems doing it. Copy link. And then, I don't know. I have no idea. And then maybe if I put it here. Yes. Okay. Yay. Okay. And guess what? Guess what came in the mail today? I'm elated. I had both my rose water and my Behold come in. I'm ecstatic. Totally ecstatic. So, very excited. Very excited. You need to make sure your followers click follow too. I was notified you were live. Oh, I know. I've already sent a thing out to all of my people. And even the new ones that I've clicked on, I had spoken with them and made sure that I told them if you're interested in seeing any of my makeup demonstrations that they need to follow me and that it would notify them. So, hey Martha. Let's get some music going since Ashley's taking care of all that. YouTube. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. There was some turquoises and greens and golds that I was thinking about doing. How you doing, Martha? Let me just do my music here. I just finished up my paper for my course that I was just finishing up with, and I had to do it. That's the only reason I'm late. I'm sorry. But I can officially say, other than this course, I have my capstone, and I am done with my bachelor's degree. Yeehaw. Never thought I'd see this day. Ever. Ever. All right. So, my question to you guys... I know, it got you super fast. I'm glad you found me too. So I'm going to get things rocking and rolling, but I wanted to see how you guys felt about this. I was thinking about doing these 4 colors. This is going to be hard to show without dumping them. Let's look. Can you see those? Are they not pretty or what? So, thank you, Ashley. So that is one of the picks, or we can do palette 4. I haven't done that in a while, which is this one. I really kind of like these though, with the greens and the turquoise and the golds and the regular. Alive? I missed it. Glad I found you. Alive. Oh, you mean for the color Alive? Yes. So you like that group. Okay. All right, we can do that. That's what I was thinking. All right, let's get the face prepped first. Let's get some rose water on. I am so happy I got this in the mail. I had some other rose water that's not unique that I had to use last night when I got all my makeup off, and I was not happy about it because it doesn't have the nutrients in it that our rose water does. It actually left my face feeling dry. Yes, Martha, this one here is Alive. This one here is Pessimistic. I know, Ashley. This one here is Inconceivable, and this one here is Cynical. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying, yucky. I don't like my face to feel dry. I like to know that I put moisture in it. Okay, rose water's on. Let's do some uplifts. This thing can't make up its mind whether it's loud, not loud. That's what the angry faces are for. Well, we don't have to worry about it anymore because my stuff came in. I am elated. I love my rose water and I love my setting spray. Hey, Ms. Dagan, how are you? I'm late coming on because I finally finished my last paper for the course that I'm in. Now I'm done to finish up my capstone and I will have my bachelor's degree. Yeehaw. Just glad it's over with. This next one's not going to be fun, but I'll live through it. It's only one course. It's worth 8 credits, though. It's a big-time course. All right, let's put some nighttime correcting cream, okay? I put lots of this on. Better behaving? Why? What was she doing before? I'm trying to put some of the moisture back in my skin. All that sweating that I do, even though I scrubbed my face when I came home. P.S. Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing to groups. As long as it's shared to mine too, only because it has to be running so other people who don't know how to get to this can see me. Oh my God, this is totally my moisturizer. I use this night and day, Martha. Hey, Heather. Welcome, welcome. So the nighttime correcting cream is on. I love this stuff. Oh, love it. I slather this on at night, even after I take my makeup off, after I do my demonstration view. I always use the regular Uplift serum and rose water, Uplift, and then I put nighttime correcting cream. Lisa will never behave. It's not in her nature. How are you doing, Miss Heather? You having a good night? All right, let's get some primer on. Trying to use up the last of my primer I have in my bag here. I opened up new ones to take it with me when we went to convention. Hello, Miss Amber. You didn't miss me tonight, did ya? She was all upset because she missed me. She came in late. Oh, no, I must have had dog hair on my pants and I got it on my fingers now. Yuck. Gross, gross, gross. All right. Let's see if we can get this on minus hair. Good God. Heather, I am so calm, so collected, so unstressed, so happy that I get to go to my gym and stay healthy. Sitting in Red Lobster, as soon as my food comes, I'm out. Sure, rub it in. We don't have Red Lobster around here. Is it still Crab Fest? You should have gotten it, Amber. You follow me, so it should have popped up. Oh my God. The hair, the hair, the hair. This is horrible. Sorry. All right. Now, all of you there, did you, your honey, and your daughter go, or is your daughter working? Ugh, this hair. I have to make sure I get this off my hands because I'm going to have it all over me. All right, that's on. Let's put some eye primer on. It takes a little bit for that to dry. This is what makes the Pressed Shadows. Pop. I thought we did have one in Maine, Jess. I thought it was way up, but they did have one. Could have sworn that my girlfriend that lives up in Waterville said that there's one up that way. Okay. Primers on Yahoo. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nope, didn't get it. Oh, I didn't pin my website. I'm a bad girl. I was so busy trying to get myself shared to my own site that I didn't do it. All right, almost there, almost there. Come on. Please pin. Thank you. All right, even though I can't see it, it's pinned. I'm so excited about your package too. Very, very excited. You got rose water? Good stuff. You're gonna fall in love. Fall in love, fall in love. Doesn't take much. All it takes is a little tiny bit of this product to use, and guess what? You're all over it. All right, let's get some of my foundation, rocking and rolling. I'm gonna have to open up a new bottle very shortly of my foundation. You know what I used today, and it was really, really good. I actually used my taffeta. Where is it? Oh, lip bonbons. They are awesome. They have a good taste to them, and they condition your lips. This is what I used earlier. It's the taffeta Mineral Touch, but it's the cream foundation, and I really liked it. Maybe we'll do that instead of doing the other stuff. Let's do that. And then I can just add, we'll add a little foundation. I mean, yeah. We'll add a little bit of the skin concealer, Skin Perfecting Concealer. I wouldn't say it. You talking about the bonbons? Usually you have to refresh it. Hey, Josh. How are you? So I'm going to go ahead and do this so you can see how this works. You use it with the bonbons, you have to reapply. But the foundation should last you, with setting spray on, should last you all day along with everything else. All right, I need to get a couple of brushes here because we are going to apply it from there. And I will use the Skin Perfecting first. Hi, Beverly. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I find if I use this here, okay, we're still going to use the other highlighter afterwards, but I want this to go on first so I can blot it in, and this will help conceal a little bit more. Most of my discoloration on my skin does fairly well. I would need you to match my skin color because I suck at it. Heather, that is not a problem. That is not a problem. I want you to take a picture of you by a window with no makeup on, okay? And I want you to cut from here all the way to your neck so that I can see it in natural sunlight with no makeup, and I will gladly match you. Okay. There. All right. That's what we're going to do for that. We're going to blend that in, and then we're going to go into... Hey, Carmen. I'm so sorry. People are like popping in left and right, and I'm not paying attention. Oh, no one's going to see it but me. Don't worry about it. It's cool. Just you and I see it, girlfriend. Nobody else. That's the only way you can truly match somebody. Hi, Devin. All right, so this is just a preliminary to cover up some of the dark spots. And then we're going to go into our foundation, and then we will contour and highlight. I'm just changing it up a little bit. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. I like to change it around so that you can see the variability of all the different products that we have. How are you doing, Ms. Devon? All right, so we are using this awesome cream foundation, and I have a dog here at my nose. It's going to drive me crazy. So I am using my powder, good Lord, powder concealer brush, which I really love. This one here you can actually do underneath the eyes to get it a little more closer. I just load up the brush and I just dab, 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 dab. Thank you, Amber. You rock. Now, I love taffeta because it heats, all of these end up heating to your natural level of tone. So sometimes when you put it on, it can appear off. What can I use to cover dark spot under my eyes by my nose? Oh, that would definitely be what we just used. That's the Skin Perfecting Concealer. Dang it, I cannot believe the amount of dog hair I had on me just from taking my dog out. I need to like bring them to the groomers. Hey Angela, how are you? This is the this is the regular taffeta, but it's in the cream foundation. Usually I use the bottle of foundation on a blending bud, and I add a little BB Flawless to it for some moisture, and a little bit of the concealer directly to that. But I actually used this earlier, and I got really good coverage. Marcy. Nope, you want it lighter. I would probably get like Scarlet for your color, Jess. And you would put it on. You can either add it directly to whatever you're doing, whether it's BB Flawless, or you can put it directly on the affected areas and you'll get the coverage that you want. Angela, I'm doing great. I just finished my last paper for my course that I was in. Now I can do my capstone, and in a couple weeks I will be graduated. That one you use? Good. Well, then you need to make sure you add it like I did and then blend it out with a blending bud, okay? Don't forget to bring your foundation down, because that leaves no lines of demarcation. I also put some on my ears, so if I wear my hair up, it does not look off. I'm just making sure I have no creases here, okay? All right, we've got some pretty good coverage going on here. So I think what I'm going to do next is start adding some contouring, okay? Because as awesome as this is for coverage, you have a flat look on your face, and you don't want that. You want to have some definition. So I am going to use the stick for both. If I don't get rid of these dog hairs, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, good Lord. Let's see. We need medium for the contouring and light for the highlighting. So there's my light. How are you doing, Miss Lisa? That's light. We don't want light. Let's get rid of that one. It's a medium. Yay! All right, so these are the duo sticks. I love them. Hi, Terry. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Let me for a second. This happens sometimes. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to lean you up on the mirror first. Hey, Jess. And I'm just going to fix this so it's bolt up. It's moved. Is that better? Hi, Jess. Can you see me better now, Terry? All right, let's start with the contouring, okay? This will blend in with the blending bud. And I'll add it all around my face. Good, I'm glad it's better. I add a little here, little here, a little bit here so it makes the lip appear thicker, okay? And we're gonna add some along the very tip of the nose to slim it down. This is a surefire way to lose like 10 pounds. I don't know about you, I love going to the gym, but if I can lose weight just by looking the way I look, I'm all over it. All right, let's use the light highlighter. It's gonna go dead in the center of that. And I like to do a little floral here, and this just, literally by the time it's blended, you won't even see anything, okay? I also like to do a little bit of this here, in between, to add some definition, a little right here, and a little bit above the lip to add a little highlight. Hi, Rhonda, welcome, welcome. All right, let's get this blended. And all this is doing is just adding some definition back in. Because we've done such a great job with the coverage, we lost that definition. You don't want to lose that definition. And I do mine all the way around my face. Most people will do what's called an E and a 3. But I personally like having mine all around because I have a higher forehead. So this just kind of adds a little more dimension back in so it doesn't appear so large. So how many people have something about them that they don't like? Something that they would like to change or hide, whether it be with makeup, such as, are your lips too thin? Is your nose too broad? Do not like how your eyes are situated? Are your lashes not long enough? What is the thing that you would like to change? Hey, Rhonda. Hi, Bridget. Sunspots. Well, that's where a good foundation comes in. Hooded eyes. I have hooded eyes, and you know what? How you get around that is you're going to put a big hunk of your color above your crease line. Sagging jaws. You want the definition of your depth of the contouring that we just did, like we did here. It causes this to be more prominent. Okay? Okay, Carmen, the wrinkles, you would need a good product that moisturizes both day and night. And you want something that's going to tighten. I feel like everyone has something they don't like or would want to change. Exactly, Rhonda. That's why I'm bringing it up. Because there's different things that I can help you with. And if I know what it is, I can throw it out there for things for you to try. Redness in your face, that would be the rose water. Okay? And then the freckles would be using a good foundation to calm that down so it gives you that flat plane so that it gives you a good canvas to work with when you get all your other contouring and stuff done. It gives you a nice fresh look. Shaping brows, well, that's an easy one. All you need for that one is to get the stencils. Doesn't have to be ours, it could be any stencils. And the stencils, you put them on over your brow of the shape that you wish to hold. And then you take a white Where's my white one? Gotta find it so that you can see what I'm talking about. Here it is. You take a white, no problem, a white eyeliner brush, and you put it in the stencil and you color it in. So all it's going to do is it's going to leave a white area of the area of brows that you want to keep. The rest of it you would pluck out. And how I would recommend to do that is to take a shower with the warm water. It loosens everything here, because you know how sometimes it really hurts when you pluck. If you take a warm shower and then do this, this will allow this to still be loose, so you can color it, leave those ones intact, and then pluck. It's all tricks of the trade, trust me. And I don't know about you, I take any trick I can get my hand on. I'm always learning. Even though I've been doing this for a while, I always learn. That's what's so fun about makeup, because everybody has a different technique too. And there's no such thing as a right or a wrong way. So you play with it. You see what works best for you. But that's what's fun about makeup. For sure. Just make sure when you do any of your definition here, blend on down, because you will have a line and it's going to be very noticeable, and you don't want to do that. Look up for yours. Mercy, mercy, mercy. I have a slight lazy eye, and I hate that I only notice it when I'm smiling in pictures. Okay, this is my lazy eye. Find out what is your good side when you're taking your pictures, and make sure that you don't smile too hard or too much, because if you smile hard and you're really showing those teeth, it's going to really emphasize that lazy eye. And try not to take pictures when you're really tired, because it's even more effective at that point. You can really notice it with that. I have some colors picked out. We are going to do a transition color of Pessimistic, which is like a white with an undertone of gray to it. Then we are going to go into this beautiful color of Inconceivable. Okay. Yeah, I know, Heather. Well, that's why we have these videos. That's the wonders of these videos, because anybody can go back to any one of my videos and you watch it, you pause it, and then you do what you need to do and play it back and see if it is comparable. Now remember, no two looks are ever going to be the same, ever. Just like no two eyebrows are the same, even if you are definitively careful of how you're shaping them. They're not sisters. Sometimes they're not even cousins. It all depends on the night and the cooperation of how your hand at your makeup is. We all have good and bad, trust me. Isn't that pretty? We're also going to use some the Cynical to add a little highlight shimmer to it. And then we're going to do a nice halo effect with the pretty color, and that's Alive, okay? We are going to have a good time with these colors tonight. I just end up going through and thinking of the color wheel in general. That's another really smart thing for you guys to do. If you get the opportunity, Google up a color wheel and always look where the colors are on the opposite end of the spectrum. This one here is green. And this is a blue-green. Hi, Annette. And by doing that, you're going to have an accentuation of each color. And each one is a contrast, but it should complement the opposite. Like green and yellow are on the opposites. And this Alive has a yellow undertone to it. How you doing, Annette? All right, let's go ahead and start putting some of the Alive on. This is the transition. I'm sorry, not the Alive. This is Pessimistic. It's like a white with a gray undertone. It's a nice transition. I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking. I just finished a paper I was working on that I had to complete, and that made my whole week because it was due in a couple of days, and I don't like stressing, worrying about that. Okay. Isn't it pretty? It's a nice little color. And it will go with just about anything. You love it. You love it. You love it. All right. Clean the brush out. All right. We are going to take the Inconceivable, which is the green. Okay. And what you always want to do is deposit first on the outside of your eye and then swish in a fashion of a windshield wiper blade. Okay. But remember, wherever you deposit is where the bulk of your color is going to go. And you don't want super heavy on your crease line, but you want definition. You want to see that color. I try to find some colors that have some accentuation to it but aren't too bold, because there are a lot of people who feel very uncomfortable with really bold looks. I mean, I do nights where we will do bold just so that you can see how to do the different things. No problem, Ash. But definitely makes a huge difference if you end up adding a lighter touch and then build to it. And that's what's so great about our products, is that it's buildable, so you can achieve the look you want to get. See how pretty that looks in there? It's going to be even prettier once we start adding the Cynical to it. Remember, deposit on the end and then work into above the crease. That's for you hooded eyes ladies. This allows you to really have the ability to have people see the colors that you're applying. I think I'm a magnet for dog hair people. I really, really do. I love my dogs. I'm a little bit, you've heard of the crazy cat lady? I'm the crazy dog lady. I have 6 dachshunds and a lab. We had 7, and we just recently lost our oldest dachshund. Oh, geez. You've had 2 glasses of wine and some mac and cheese. Good Lord. What is the pressed eyeshadow refill new to this makeup site? We have brand new colors coming out, Amanda. They are not out yet, and it's kind of a mishmash of a multitude of colors, but I think it's like the 15th of September you will see the newer colors that came out. The last ones that we had out were really bright in the beginning of spring. I don't know if you can see these all. It's horrible because it's worn off. September 1st, Ash. These are the last ones that we had out. They were pretty bright, but as bright as they are, they blend out magnificently. But we have some really beautiful, beautiful colors that are coming out September 1st. I think everybody will be highly pleased with them. I can't wait to order them and play with them. Let's get Larry too? Ashley, that wine's hitting you. That's pretty funny. The color and the kudos this month. Oh my God, yeah, that is very pretty. That is only for the month of August, though. Once August runs out, that will not be... you want to get to 1,000 users. Well, I've done that a couple of times because most people will hop on once they see that other people are watching it. But thank you. I would love that. That is a beautiful silver on some people, baby blue on others. Kind of, but the silver that's in palette 5, Martha, is, you're talking about Brilliant, correct? Brilliant is truly a silver, where this one has a blue undertone, so it depends on what you put with it, on how it's going to look. You can put just about any color with that. That's what's really awesome about that. Exactly. It's been done with purple. It's been done with blue. I'm actually thinking about doing it tomorrow night for a look, but I'm going to incorporate pink with it. From the Duos, I'm thinking about adding one of those pinks. I think that would be really pretty. All right, let's clean this brush out. Now, I don't see Denise, but hello, Denise. All right, now we're going to go into Cynical. Cynical is a very bold color. Gold has always been a favorite. Well, you're going to love the Alive when we add it in for the halo, because that's going to go right here, and it's a really pretty, pretty color. Okay, this is Cynical. We're just going to dust the outer aspect of the eye, okay? And I will blend that in. I liked it when you put Thankful with the Kudos a couple of days ago. Yeah, Thankful is a very pretty blue. It's a deeper blue. It's a bolder blue. So it really brought the undertones of that out of the silver. All right, let's just blend this out. Just a soft blend. Remember, we don't try to remove any of these colors. We're just accentuating what's already there, so you don't have those lines. You want that pop without major issues. You want it to translute and transcend very nicely in a nice even flow pattern. This one here probably just needs a speck more. And then we'll just gently, 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 gently incorporate that in. We are also going to add this under my eye to finish that smoke out, okay? But before we do that, I want you to see the wonders of that gold that we're going to put on. And I am going to use my sponge brush for that, because I feel it grabs hold of it and I can put it better. So this is Alive. It's a very pretty yellowish gold. And this we're just going to pat, because remember, we're just using the halo sector. We want that pop. See how pretty that is? This is what a halo is. It's really just that area. And the Cynical will bring in under here, but I'm going to add this right in the middle as well. Thank you, Amber. You rock. So you still have the green in there, but you also have the bluish green to complement it. And by having a lighter color to accent, it's going to open these eyes right up. Because you know what? Everybody's got beautiful eyes. It's just what you put around it that's going to make you definitely to really incorporate a good look. All right. let's get the liner brush. Good Lord. I just threw my phone on the floor. It's a good thing it didn't break. All right. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is called our liner brush, and why it's so cool, you see how thin it is that way, but look at how flat it is that way, and it's got a point. So it makes the application of doing this really nice. I use our Unique Eye Primer. It's made specifically to work with these pressed shadows, and it really makes them pop. I've been told that our splurges, you don't really even need an eye primer because there's actually an eye primer in there. Thank you very much, Brandy. All right, so we're going to take that Cynical that we used. I'm going to get rid of the dog hair that's next to it. Good Lord. Okay, on the brush, we're just going to go under the eye. And we're going to incorporate that in. I'm going to bring it on up. I'm going to go ahead and put just some right here. And it's going to open this up. Again, over here. Remember, we're getting a very much smoked look with this. It's just carrying that Cynical out. Thank you, Ashley. Again, just on the edge. Just on the edge. And then we're going to bring it up. You definitely want to incorporate that up. And it's going to accentuate what's already there. I know, it's a sad song. Usually my friend Dee Dee that will pop on, if something like this comes on, just puts the teardrops up saying, oh my God. It is a pretty song though. It's a great harmony song. All right, let's go ahead and clean this out so that we can add the gold next to the Cynical, okay? Which is the Alive. You like it? And this is going to make the eye appear even more open. It's following what we already have up there. This is one of the illusion tricks that we do to make our eyes much wider and bigger than what they actually are. If you've got tiny eyes, this is the perfect thing for you to do. There. All right. Another dog here. I like your name. It has a good ring to it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can't take credit for the last name. That's my husband's. I've had it for 36 years, though. We just had our anniversary. So I've kind of grown to love it. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put a few things away because I hate a cluttered desk. It drives me crazy. Next thing I'd like to work on is I want to incorporate a dip and draw with us. Thank you. Love my man. He is so supportive of me. I have no complaints. All right, why don't we use the black with this? I think that's a good idea. This actually has a BB in it. And what that allows is the colors to be mixed up. So it's perfect. There's my honey. He's just hopping on now. Hello, my honey, Michael. The man of the hour. All right. Let me just make sure I have all the hairs off my eyes, because I will drag it into the dip and draw, and then I am not going to be a happy girl if that happens. All right, I'm just going to undo this. Of course he does dishes. I have a very, very helpful husband. How do I know my color for foundation? My skin is weird. It's darker in summer and lighter in winter. Amanda, that's where taking a picture. A lot of women, believe it or not, have two different foundations. One for summer, one for winter. Sometimes you can meet in the middle ground, because where the foundation actually, it works with your pigmentation on your face, so it will like to look identical to it. So, thanks, Lisa. If you give me a picture of you in natural light, like near a window, and have no makeup on, but you've got to show me from your neck up, because this is going to be the true telltale sign of what your pigmentation with your color is. And I'll have a few other questions I will ask you. And then we'll determine exactly what you need for currently. Now, as your tan begins to fade, you may want to go to a little bit lighter color. It's to your benefit, because we're heading into fall, so depending on where you live, it can actually end up being to your benefit getting it now, because you'll be transcending down. You can actually go a little bit lighter than what you would normally do. So, all right, let's get the dip and draw done. I personally pull my eye out only because I do have crinkles. Even though my products have done wonders for my eyes, it just allows me to have the dip and draw flow better. Different people apply different way with this. Some people prefer to do the wing first, then afterwards. Is your mom on, Amber? I don't see her. She must be private. Hello, Patricia. All right, the wing, I go right to the side and just draw it in. This is my tough side. Everybody has a tough side, and I think it's because it's my right and I'm a lefty. So you kind of have to just incorporate it in and go slow. You're basically filling in to lead up to the wing. There we go. And then I go to the other side. Ah, see, your mom and I have the same name, Amber. You don't hear that name very often anymore. All right, bring it on down. I use short strokes so I have more control. I just seen her jump on. Don't know if she stayed. Thank you, Bridget. It's an old name. Not many people use it anymore. I have something in my brow. There. Got rid of it. It's funny though, because everything goes full circle. You'll see a lot of names that have not been used sometimes for centuries. And because when people have a baby, they want their children to be totally different. They will go back to some of the old names, some beautiful names. There. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's start working on some brows, okay? And I think we're going to add a little bit of color here. And to kind of go with the cynical, I'm going to add in presumptuous. And what I like about our eyeliner is that it's waterproof. Alea and Lila. Nice. Well, I'll tell you what. If any of you are gingers or blondes, just remember our brown, our Epic Brown just launched. And that's definitely a color you might want to think about because it goes really well with those light skinned people. Most blondes and redheads are very fair skinned. And with their coloring of their hair and everything else, it really can accentuate everything else. All right, let's get our Moonstruck Brow Obsession palette. I always use our brow artist brush, because it gives me complete control. It has an angular side and a flat side. And what's great about this is if you don't perfect it how you want them to look, see this little bad boy right here? This is called the Fix It in my world of brows. This is more like a highlighter, and this is just a lighter hue. I always use this darker one because I have darker hair. Is there a trick to getting it to stay in the waterline? Yeah, use our product. Seriously, because it's waterproof. It won't come off. Once this is dry, you can cry, and until you take it off, Amy, it stays right in where you put it. That's what's awesome about it. I am so impressed with the longevity of our makeup line. Like the other stuff, it stays in place because of the setting spray that we use and the primer as a base. So that's why that really works well. And the Epic Mascara is now waterproof. Only the black though. Only the black is. But for our liners, oh yeah, those bad boys are waterproof and I love it. All right, so I always start at the bottom of my brow because it should be darkest there. Thank you, Amber. We'll add some Timid into this right in the beginning sector, so it really adds a lighter hue. And I always use the Timid Press Shadow for lightening on that side. And the one thing you gotta realize, surefire way to tell somebody's aging, look at their brows. We thin out and it lightens because, let's face it, eyebrows gray too. Thank the Lord, it hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. So that's why I definitely use my brow palette. It gives me a lot more control. It gives me a little bit of wax to add with it so it keeps it in place. And that also promotes longevity too, by doing it that way. Yours are falling out. See, that's where this comes in, I'm telling you. I find that mine are much more sparse up through here and here. Here still, it's a decent texture, but definitely I find that I'm much less than what I ever was. And because of the way this is put on and the products that's used, once I spoolie this, it will look totally like there's all regular lashes, all regular eyebrows, not that penciled in harsh look. I mean, you really need to have a definition of an eyebrow to maintain a youthful look. It's really difficult for people that have sparseness. Some people will actually tattoo them. There are other procedures you can have done too. But from most people I talk to, if they have to go to that extent, tattooing seems to be their better alternative. I don't see Alicia either. Hello, Alicia. If anybody's new here, please say hi. Let me know you're here. I would really like to be able to acknowledge you and thank you for coming to my live. I love it when new people come. We are going to use the spoolie next, so like I said, we can make it look. Hey, Kaylee. Welcome, welcome. All right. So this is the spoolie. You can get them anywhere. If you don't want to get one of ours, you can get them at Walmart for $2 or something like that. It's wonderful. It helps lay these brows where you want. There are some people that actually like to move their brows out. That seems to be like a trend where they'll do that to flare them and then incorporate in. I said your name right? Well, I didn't think there was any other way to say it. My pleasure. Hi, Sam. You're from Missouri. Awesome. Hey, Crystal, where are you from? It's funny how different styles come and go, depending on what the makeup artists are doing. And honestly, I think that the younger people are the ones who really set the trade. Hi, Crystal. Kaylee, I am in New Hampshire. That's where I live. I sure am, Miss Bridget. I'm warming it. All right, for anybody who's popped in late, I'll show you the colors that we used on the eyes. We started off with Pessimistic, which is like a white with a gray undertone to it. You're in PA? A good friend of mine lives in PA, a doc that I used to work with. Crystal lives in Kentucky. Yeah. I love the South. I don't know how you guys put up with some of the things that you put up with, though. God bless you. Some of the bugs and some of the storms that you go through. It's amazing. You've got like grit. This is the next color that we used, which is Inconceivable. It's a really pretty metallic-y green. Then we jumped in with some Cynical. We added a little on the outskirts of the eye and then brought it in underneath. Lastly, we used Alive, and this is the gold shimmer to do a halo right there. Then I took some of the eyeliner, Presumptuous, and lined my eye with it. Toronto, Ontario, Miss Lisa. That's awesome. I eventually want to get up to all of Canada. I'd love to go up and visit Toronto, but I'd also like to go up to, it's on the shores there, Mississippi. Oh, you've got those nosebleed bugs too. I hate them, Tammy. Nova Scotia. That's where my heritage from my dad comes from. It's that sector of up near in the Canadian area. So I'd love to see that. I heard it's all gorgeous. And because I live in the north, you have the same type of kind of scenery. So I think it would be really pretty. And just to see the different stuff. I'd like to see the whole country, actually. I think it's fun. Lots of fun. All right, let's get some blush on these cheeks. And I want to add some shimmer. And then we can think about lip color. And then we will jump in and do our And that, I'm going to use the Waterproof Epic. I love that Waterproof Epic. I think that it's even better to put on, personally, just my taste. They swear that there's been no change in how they've done it, but I think it's even better than the original Epic. But according to them, the only thing that's changed is the waterproof part. This is, of course, I choose the one that's my hardest one to get out. This is Seductive, and this is the color we're going to put on. This is the only one that sticks on me, too, which drives me crazy. All right. It's a very pretty pink with soft hues in it. We have very pigmented lines, so a little bit goes a long ways. And with blush, you certainly want it on, but the best way to apply it is not to swish. You remove all the product if you do that. You want to dab, okay? And this brush is awesome, but it definitely sheds. I like it because it's angular. And I just blend back and forth, because if I swooshed, I'd be removing all that product, and you don't want to do that. You still want to have it nicely hued with some color. Hey, Ms. Mary, how are you? See how pretty that looks? Truly gives you apples in your cheeks. Mary, how are you doing today? Okay. Love that color. It's beautiful. Now we are going to do some nice shimmering. Every girl loves some sparkle, and we've got plenty of it in variable shades. I think we're going to use Benevolent today. Thanks, Amber. They're fun. I'm telling you, when I come on here, before I come on here, I always do like a study of what I want to look and what I think people want to see. Hey, Stephanie, welcome, welcome. Nope, I sure didn't use any splurge cream. It's all pressed shadows. All pressed shadows. You're full of lobster? Yummy. It would be better if you got it from the Northeast, though, because we have our ocean right here, or the California, Oregon, because they have fresh seafood there too. We're going to get our fan brush, and we're going to use Benevolent for the a la modes. There's all different ones. We have a white that's an iridescent, and pearly, and all different colors. But this one here is just a pretty hue. It's got a very light whitish tan. And you just dust it. This is how we put us on. We just want to kiss that cheek, okay? This is what you see. Have you ever noticed when you see a runway model walking down, you always admire because they have a healthy glow to their face? This is the trick right here, okay? I add a little bit on my nose, just to make it look like it's slightly got a sheen to it. And it just incorporates very nicely with your blush. You can even bring it up so it kisses around your eyes, okay? We would bring it up. Just let that fan brush bring it on up very lightly. You also definitely want to do your bow line right here. They're not that hard. Trust me, I swore up and down that they were super hard, and then they're not. With practice, I promise you, and there's no right or wrong way of putting it on. It's however your arm and your hand is comfortable. Keeping a steady hand is important. That's why a lot of times you'll see me hold my face. It does nothing, but to my mind, it's telling me my head is still, and it gives me more definition in my mind, so it will come out the way I want it to. So, all right. Now we're going to do some lips. And I'm thinking that I would like to do a little bit Bold, because bold is my middle name. It really is. Bold, bold, bold. I don't want to go quite red, but pretty dang close to it. I have to look at them under the light for me to really get a grasp. I don't know. I don't know whether I want to go with a pink or a red. I don't want to go neutral. I definitely don't want to go neutral. But do I want to go orangey red or do I want to go red red? What you think? I want a poll. Are you thinking pink? Are you thinking red orange? Or are you thinking red red? What do you think? You guys help me decide. Thank you. Thank you, Amber. Woo! I'm dropping things. That was not good. Let's get that color back out here because that may be the one that you guys choose. All right, Terry likes the pink. Ooh, second pink. Orange red. So I've got 2 pinks and an orange red. Anybody else want to put their vote in, or are we going to stick with pink because they have the majority? Red, red. Now we have a pick of all of them. What you think, guys? Ooh, we have 3 pinks. Now 2 red reds. Oh, good Lord. We have 3 pinks, 4 pinks. I guess it's going to be pink. You guys got outnumbered. We're going to go with the pink. Lisa, I knew you would say the pink because Lisa doesn't do bold. She does not like bold. She likes the... Oh, okay, here we go. Lisa's going to pick every color there is. She's my problem child. I'm just telling you that right now. I love her, but she's my problem child. All right, so let's do a nice definition. Now, even though we are using a pink, I'm going to actually use a red to outline, okay? Because you want to add some definition around that lip. Now, remember, we were talking about different things that you can accentuate. People's biggest complaint is that they don't have a thick enough... No, I'm not doing blue, Bridget. They don't have enough lip, okay? I find there's two different ways to handle that. If you go to the true oldest section, like right here. Now my lip actually starts right above that, but I'm gonna go on the outside perimeter of this and it's gonna make my bottom lip appear that much thicker. Plus the fact, remember, we put on some contouring here and it made that lip bigger. Same thing with the bow. You would just go on the outside parameter. You're not going to draw on your face per se, but you're going to go to the very outer limits of your lip to really get the most bang for your buck for your lip. Okay? Hey, Doreen. And you can also use our Hotties. Our Hotties, if they are continually used, we have a clear one that you can put on before you go to bed every night. Not only will it moisturize it, but it also stimulates to fill in the crevices, so it really fortifies your lip and makes it bigger. And it's not going to go like you had had injections, but it certainly makes it enhance. Thank you, Amber. All right, that's just the outline. We're also going to grab a stain, though. Stains are my best friend. Our stiff upper lip stains are to die for. I find with our stains, if your lipstick wears off at all and you don't have a chance to run to the bathroom, if you have a stain on, it actually will give you that look that much longer. Thank you, Heather. So we are going to use Sucker Punched for our lip stain. I mean, it's a pink. And the key is to make sure that you let it dry before you apply anything else. So we're going to let that dry for a second. Okay. With the splashes, okay, you need to realize that these bad boys, a little bit goes a long way. So see this brush? You want to wipe off every excess to that brush that you possibly can, because it doesn't take much. Thank you, Amber. And I just slide it along. So these lipsticks will last a very long time. Always remember to go up to the corner of your lip. Hi, Ruthie. Welcome. All right. Let's get a Q-tip and make sure that we do not bleed over at all. There. Better. Better. All right. Now it's Epic time. I love Epic. Love Epic. Love it. The one thing that's really awesome about the Epic is not only does it give you depth and length, it also gives you curl. Thank you, Ruthie. Yes, ma'am. Epic is epic. And it's even more epic if you ask me, because it's now waterproof, the black. And that's what I'm using right now. And the best part about it is we're coming out with a product that makes it so easy to remove it, because most people will not use waterproof unless they're going to a wedding or a funeral, because it would tear up your eyelashes when you go to take it off. Just saw all the purple. Oh, my unique back. Yes, that's all my unique stuff. It is waterproof. So we actually have a remover that's coming out that is a stick, and it's the coolest thing ever. I got the benefit of getting it before anybody else because I was at convention. But literally, it's in a stick, and it's almost like, remember the old-fashioned cheek things you have, but it's clear, and you just smear it all over your eye and then wipe it off, and it's gone. It's gone. It is like beyond cool. You're not hurting your lashes, and honestly, I'm pretty sure that they added some of our conditionings that we used in our serum for the Uplift serum, because it's got vitamin E, and it's got vitamin A, and it's got vitamin C, so it's very nourishing. That's what I love about it. It's totally cool. So no longer will waterproof mascara be a problem for you to worry about losing your lashes. And a lot of women had started venturing out to having the the placement of those lashes. But the more women I talk to, I'm finding they're developing actually reactions to the adherent, the glue that they use to place it. So why would you want to do that when you can have lush, beautiful lashes with a mascara and knowing you're not damaging them? It's got my vote. Thank you, Amber. You're too kind. All right, let's get this other guy going. I usually do 2 coats on each side. I like to start from the outskirts, especially if I'm going to do a winged eyeliner, because it accentuates that wing a little bit better if they're a little bit longer on the outer edge. You get the true cat eyes. And if ever you want to add a little more longevity to your lipstick, you can actually take a little bit of the setting powder and add that. Just a dusting of it over the lips. Some people will actually dust their eyelashes before they put their eye mascara on. Again, I concentrate on the sides, even on the bottom, because that's going to go in with that wing. See how that beautifully just builds out? Another thing is, a lot of people don't realize this about any mascara you use. I don't care what brand it is. This wand needs to be washed, this part, actually the whole thing, but with just hot water once a week. You will have a mascara that appears brand new every time you go to use it. If you do that once a week, you also decrease the ability of bacteria building up on your brush. You also decrease the clumps that are in here. You would make sure it's dry. You shake it dry so that you don't have excess water going back in, but you should replace it every 3 months. You should wash it every week. And you should make sure that you are taking it off every night. Nobody should go to bed with any makeup on their face, because that's where bacteria builds up. And what makes it that much easier, we actually have a new program where you can have make your mascara of the Epic, not the 3D, but the Epic. You can have it sent to you automatically in an automatic delivery, and you choose every 3 months, every 45 days, or every 60 days. But you can also cancel it at any time too, with nothing held against you. And the best part about it is you get free shipping with it. So instead of paying $29.50 for the Epic that you would pay with the shipping, not to mention if you have tax, you're going to be paying that on top of it, you can get it for the $24 with no shipping cost. I know, I signed up for it. It's the best thing ever. Because then it's an automatic reminder, it's time for me to toss the one that I'm using. I mean, I'm more apt to have mine finish out quicker than yours, only because I use mine so frequently for makeup demonstrations. But on the average, let's face it, we don't pay attention to the calendar. You just say, oh, my eyes are coming out crappy, or it's too clumpy, or it's flaking off. And that's kind of how we know that something's up and we need to change it. But that type of a reminder is pretty dang cool. There. All right. I think we're pretty close to being done. We're going to hit this face with some Behold. And this Behold is going to keep my makeup on. If I was to say I was just getting up for the day and I was doing this, or a night out in the town and you're going to go out dancing and you're worrying about your makeup sweating off, let me tell you something. I was in Texas for our convention. This bad boy stuff kept my makeup on intact, even though it was hotter than Hades. So I'm telling you, it's good stuff. And it smells amazing. Amazing. Oh, Lisa, don't bring up the bar. It won't stay sheeny, I promise. It does dry. Yes, we did go to Texas. Hey, Robin. And yes, I did dance on the bar at Coyote Ugly. And it was fun. It was like a bucket list. My husband even said, "You had a bucket list? I never knew you had a bucket list." That's funny, because we've been together for 28 years. We've been married for 26, and he never knew I had a bucket list. He does now. So, well, if anybody has any questions, or if you're interested in being color matched, or anything, regardless, you can reach out to me, private message. I suggest you follow me, and you'll always be announced of when I'm on, and that way you have... Thank you, Mindy. Thanks, Robin. Yes, I was bar dancing, and I danced on the bar. I would never do it again. I'm telling you right now, I won't do it again, but it was fun, and it was a check off on my bucket list. Oh, thanks, guys. I'm your hero for dancing on that bar. I don't know, a lot of the girls that are on the team said they wanted to come join me if they knew I was going to do it. So I didn't stay up there long. I danced to one Miranda Lambert song and then hopped down. So, all right, guys. I am so thankful for you spending your time with me. It's precious, I know. So I totally love that you came to spend some time with me. Yes, Tia, you are correct. She can be a bad influence, although she never even got near the bar, did not drink, so I can't really blame it on her. She just took the pictures. So there was documentation that it actually happened. So, okay, guys, love you to pieces. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you come back again. I usually try to get on at 8 o'clock. I do. I was finishing up a paper tonight. That's the only reason why I was late. Even my daughter messaged me. She's like, "Are you coming on?" So I'm like, I will. I'm just finishing up. All right, guys. I love that you spent some time with me. Please come back and see me again, even if it's not tomorrow night. Make it another night, because I really love spending time with you. I will talk to you later. Have sweet dreams, and I will see you next time.